Welcome to this Pacta Cobol video. Today I'll explain why our training is ideal for beginners in Cobol. Most Cobol courses are certainly interesting and highly technical, but they're not always accessible to new programmers. Starting out directly with an environment like VS Code can be discouraging if you don't have much experience in IT. That's why we offer a simple solution from the very beginning. You can test Cobol code without installing anything on your machine, using online compilers. We'd also like to remind you that you can follow this Cobol course in your own language using your browser's built-in translation features. You can even enable screen reading tools to turn the content into a podcast.
Plan. Next. How do you compile your code without installing anything? I code in less than an hour. Boot into Cobol without installing anything. When you start with a programming language, it is common to run into technical difficulties, installing a compiler, configuring a development environment, managing files, etc. To simplify your first approach to Cobol, I offer you an immediate solution: run Cobol programs directly online. You don't need any installation, no download, or even an account. These solutions allow you to test your first Cobol codes in a few clicks. Why start without installing anything? You focus on the logic of language, not on technique. You save time, especially if you are curious or in a hurry. You can learn from any device: PC, tablet, or even mobile. Pencil. You will be able to copy/paste the examples provided in this course to test them directly. Platforms to test Cobol online. There are several sites that allow you to test Cobol code online. Like what? Tutorials Point, Cobol Compiler, Cobol, Online Compiler. Emulators or specialized educational platforms are also presented in the advanced modules. Pencil. You will be able to copy/paste the examples provided in this course to test them directly, without waiting or worrying about setting up an environment. Illustration, Compiler Tutorial Points. The goal is clear: to allow you to write and run your first Cobol programs autonomously, right now. Once you have the basics, you can then set up a real development environment if you wish. Illustration 1 compilé. In the following sections, you'll find your first ready-to-use Cobol codes, which you can modify, test, and understand step by step. Illustration, Cobol Compiler.